An exhibit of historic baseball photos and memorabilia, including old gloves and baseballs, continues at the Dot Gallery in Hingham through November 16th. Hingham Baseball, an exhibit of historic photos, art, and artifacts, was put together by the gallery's owner and director, Gary Nisbet, and Hingham Historical Society director Suzanne Buchanan, with contributions from local residents. It celebrates how baseball started in New England with the town teams and became very popular.
This happens to be one of my favorite pieces in the exhibit because it's so rare. It's a broadside from a game that we think must have taken place sometime between 1880 and 1900, and usually these kinds of little signs and posters were meant to be thrown away, and they usually were. And so the fact that it has survived for over 100 years to come down to us today is really remarkable. It's really a lovely design. It's got really great bold typeface and a nice mixture of typefaces, which really places it at the end of the 19th century. It comes from the collection of John Richardson, who's a local historian and collector.
Collecting old baseball gloves and baseballs for many, many years. I've always found that from an artist standpoint, baseballs are beautifully designed. I once read that when you pick up a baseball, you know what exactly it's designed for, and you just want to throw it. This is a replica of the ball. This is actually the game ball that we used in our historic baseball game, and it's a replica of the balls that were used around 1880 through the turn of the century. Around the turn of the century, when balls started to have the stitching, the figure-8 stitching, they called this the orange peel stitching, and this is what they look like. Since we've opened the show, a number of people have brought their collection of baseballs, including a good friend of mine, Tom Murphy, who brought a ball and it says "beaned by the ball," and this was a ball that beaned his father in a baseball game that he was playing, and this supposedly, this scar on the baseball is where he was beaned. Artists are known as being big baseball fans. Some of my favorite artists from New York were huge baseball fans in the 50s and 60s, and I am as well. This is a painting on canvas, a collage painting on canvas that I did. Of course, the picture of the turn of the century Hingham Center team, very dapper looking guys. This is my father playing for the UCLA Bruins in 1942, the year after Jackie Robinson was there. A friend of mine brought in a picture of her father playing for a Quincy team, and there's a number of references, for example, Funk and Wangle's dictionary about baseball, telling how baseball really started in New England and became very popular with town teams.
You have these three girls looking very jaunty and very much the dominant figures in this picture, and then you have these four young men. We wonder if it's maybe a team or a group of fans that used to go to games together. It's a really sort of captivating image, but it really holds its mysteries tightly to itself, which is, I think, one of the reasons it's so wonderful.
Talk the baseball, baseball, the Dodgers and baseball, baseball, Stan Musial baseball, baseball, all through the night, baseball, baseball.
This is Sue Scheibel reporting for the Patriot Ledger. For complete coverage, see today's edition of the newspaper or go to patriotledger.com.